Hey, my friend, my name is Eric Henderson, and like yourself, I am a local business owner. Though I am not a business owner in the restaurant industry, my specialty and my passion is helping local business owners, especially owners of businesses that are restaurant owners, local restaurant owners, with growing their business and basically dominating their local niche. So, with that said, if you are on this special, it'll be somewhat of a short presentation. I'm not going to keep this very long, but I'll make it long enough so you're going to get a lot out of it, and you're going to leave at the end of this presentation with things you can do right now to improve your business dramatically. But before I get into any of that, what I wanted to say real quick is that the bottom line is, if you're on this webinar right now, you are probably looking to figure out what it is about why you feel maybe you're working long hours at your restaurant and you're just not seeing the results that you want. And if you are seeing the results that you want, you're probably still working what you feel is too many hours for the money that you're making. So with that said, I'm going to get right into this. If you want to know more about me, that's a picture of me up at the top left there. My name is Eric Henderson. If you want to learn more about me, just Google me. Just look at me online. You can find out a lot about me. I'm not one of these guys that wants to spend too much time, talking about me and my background. I know that's the standard way of doing things. I don't really like doing things the standard way, including how we go about teaching and helping restaurant owners build their business. We like to call it, we do things a very different way, but bottom line is what we do works. And fortunately, what 95% of people in your industry do is what everybody else does. And I kind of like to call it like marketing incest, where everybody's just doing the same thing and getting the same results. So I want, by the end of this short presentation, I want you to get it. I want you to be able to say, you know what, I now know how to improve my restaurant dramatically by, in this case, what we're going to talk about really is the rise of the mobile connected restaurant. That's really what this is going to be about. This is really where you need to be today, especially as you know, I mean, more and more restaurants and the big chains are popping up everywhere, and the competition is more fierce than it has ever been. Sorry about that, message keeps popping up for some reason. But the bottom line is that you have to understand that this time that we live in, especially with your industry, if you are not doing things differently and figuring out the most powerful and, I should say, effective ways to get people into your restaurant and have them come back over and over and over again, then you're going to be struggling. And you're going to be like most people in your industry. I don't want that to happen. I know you don't. So let's just get right into this. And I'm going to give you a ton of value. Get yourself a glass of water or a cup of coffee or something, or a beer, whatever you want to get. And let me go right into this presentation. And make sure you have a pen and paper so you can take some notes. Now, a couple quick things. These are some of the slides that I use a lot when I'm speaking to restaurant owners. And the reason I want to show you these powerful questions before we get into the presentation is I really want you to ask yourself these questions, okay? And really think about the power of these questions. If you're in the restaurant business, does your current marketing allow you to instantly reach customers where they are right at this current moment? Whether it's at work, on their way home from work, it doesn't matter. Wherever they may be, can you reach your customers instantly? And can you reach them instantly when they're ready to buy from you? So in your case, when they're hungry or looking for a place to eat, or they don't have time to cook, okay? So again, does your current marketing allow you to bring in customers tonight from an offer you came up with this afternoon? And I want to show you how to do that. And most importantly, I want to show you how to do that because you guys in the restaurant industry, I've found anyway, and I apologize, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but you don't like to change a lot. You guys, a lot of times, you girls and guys will say to me, but Eric, I don't want to change what I'm doing. I'm comfortable with what I'm doing. So what I'm trying to say here is, let's not stop what you're doing. Let's just add to it or enhance it or make it that much better. And these powerful questions here in the beginning are to make you realize and think about that what we're going to talk about with mobile marketing and text message marketing is the only advertising I know of, and I'm pretty darn good at this stuff. The most powerful advertising I've ever seen, and it works so well for the restaurant industry. So let's talk about some quick statistics here first, so you really understand the power of what we're going to get into. As you can see, 55% of Americans between 18 and 24 years old have used a mobile phone to aid in their shopping process in the last year. So hopefully you are definitely tapping into the young professionals and the college kids. And you can see the statistics here. I won't read everything, but look at the statistics here. Percentage of people that own cell phones. How many send and receive text messages? Take pictures with their phones, and of course access the internet. So according to technology research from Gather, by 2010, which now we're just in 2011, half the U.S. population, or 160 million people, will have used their mobile device to download coupons and make online purchases. So you better be able to be offering your customers, potential customers, a way that they can get a coupon on their mobile phone and bring it right into your place. And we're going to get into all that stuff. But the point is, you have to have your restaurant be mobile phone and mobile device friendly today. So, and by the way, this website, I actually think it's the next slide, so we're good. All right, so connect with your potential clients exactly when you want, right when they are hungry. Right? We just talked about that a few slides ago. So you can put your company's name in here, but your company, and basically the text geo-targeting capability, that just means like the location. What you're able to do, put your restaurant's name there. With the geo-targeting capabilities today that are built into mobile phones and different devices, you can reach customers when you want, wherever they are. It's an amazing time that we live in today. And see the statistics here. I mean, these are staggering statistics. There are 2.5 times as many users of texting and email now. Email used to be the preferred way. I mean, when email first came out, I remember when I started using it anyway, about 12 years ago, when I started doing email marketing for one of my businesses, I remember how much, I loved it. It was cost effective. There were no stamps. It worked really well, and it still works, but it doesn't work as well as it used to because of all the spam and everything else out there today. But as you can see, texting is a much more efficient way to go about speaking to your customers. So as you can see here, total users, I mean, we're talking in the billions for text messages compared to email. Now, just to give you some statistics, 6% of Americans have a Twitter account, 33% have a Facebook account, and 37% actively use email. Now, 92% of us in America have cell phones, and 98% of us are using SMS, or in other words, text messaging enabled handsets. Okay? You can see a little example here. If you own a pizza shop or a pizza restaurant, you get your own, this is what's called the short code, this 5-digit here, 72727. Let's say you own Papa's, and you could tell your clients and your captive audience to send a text to that number, and you're going to get 30% off on your next pizza. So that's just an example. We're going to get into a lot of examples of marketing here. So for instance, let's talk about mobile coupons. 72% of Americans text message across all demographics, and 67% of customers would like to receive mobile alerts or reminders. Now think about that. That's really powerful, and that's growing. It's becoming better and better. Those numbers are growing even more. So if you have customers and you have got their permission, you can send them mobile alerts on their phone. You can send them coupons, different messages, specials that are going on that you're running, maybe a half price on appetizers, whatever it may be. But the point is, mobile coupons here have a redemption rate 20 times higher than paper. Isn't that incredible? I mean, if I was a restaurant owner, I should go into this industry because the potential and the opportunity is staggering. And 82% of Americans do not leave the house without their cell phones. 50% of 18 to 34-year-olds are willing to give their mobile phone number in exchange for coupons. So that's really important to understand when you are having people coming into your restaurant and all your marketing material. You want to be able to have an option for them to give you their phone number and text their what's it called? I'm looking for it. Basically text into your short code so they can get on your list and receive updates from you and coupons and specials and all that good stuff. So this is just kind of an example that I put on here. You can see like a mobile coupon, okay? 54th Street Grill and Bar, text grills to 72727, receive a text coupon, refer to your phone. Now what you do is you can pretty much offer whatever you want. In this case, they're offering, Gringo dip or half price appetizer on their next visit. And all they have to do is when they bring their phone in, which they're going to have on them anyway, they'll just show the wait staff, the waiter or waitress or whoever at the restaurant, they'll show the coupon and boom, they're good to go. Okay? So they're going to be able to use their coupon. And now you can send them these messages anytime you like. If it's a slow day, let's say Tuesdays are really slow, you can send messages out to your past customers and hit them immediately. And as you know, 90-something% of your text messages will be seen and opened and most of the time responded to. And people bring their friends in too, so it's awesome. So text messaging 101. Let's keep this simple. A lot of people, I know a lot of restaurants that we work with and that I kind of consult with, I'll say, listen, do you know much about text? And they say, no, I don't really know anything about it. So I kind of wanted to just rope it back in. And if you can see here, what happens, and it's a very simple process, when somebody, let's say, texts Sylvan to 72727 as an example to receive a free appetizer next visit, they're then entered into the database, into your database, your text message marketing database. So now you have that person in your system, like I said in the previous slide, so that you can follow up with them and build a relationship with them. And they can, opt out whenever they choose to, if they choose to, but hopefully they'll stay in, and because you're giving valuable offers and relevant offers to them. So you can see another example of mobile coupons, okay? Very, very simple. So if your name was Riccardo's, let's say an Italian restaurant, it would be text Riccardo's to 72727 or whatever. That's just an example of a shortcode. It could be 12345 or 26214, whatever one you get. And you can give obviously a free coupon. Coupons, as you know, as I showed you, work very, very well. So taking your broadcast media event or flyer to your potential customer's handset is really what we're talking about here. Now here's another example. You will have what's called a call to action, okay, so let's say see 3 secret styles you need to be wearing. So then that person can basically click on their phone, they'll agree to see the offer, and you are then, once they do that, you're able to instantly deliver whatever you want to deliver to their phone. So obviously they've seen something on your website or wherever they saw it online, on their phone, on their mobile phone, and instantly deliver coupons, links to websites and stuff like that. The coupon shows up on their phone. You can instantly deliver video or your commercial, which is amazing. Obviously, this is like really just a mini computer. And boom, a mobile landing page. A landing page is just simply if you want somebody to opt into a page of yours and you can get their information. We call it a landing page or a capture of someone's information page. This is a pretty cool statistic that I found, that studies show that a text message stays on a cell phone an average of 12 days. So this is certainly additional exposure for your audience, obviously. Just put your name here, your company name here, and think about all the different things that you can do, okay? Facebook, you can have them find you on Facebook and give rewards that way, or coupons or special deals. You can have people basically find you in traditional media. They can find you on your websites, your blogs. It doesn't really matter. This is just kind of showing that you can really get people to go to the phone, get people through using the mobile phone from your marketing any way that you choose. You can capture their information, driving them anywhere you want to, from any traditional media or online media, etc. So mobile marketing just makes sense. Okay, look at these numbers. This is pretty cool. Now, we're talking first about, let's say you have 1,000 customers at a 4% conversion on some promotion that you may have put out. Okay, times your average transaction will give you return on investment. So industries do range between 4 and 13% redemptions on mobile offers and coupons. But quantifiable return on this direct media. Now check this out. Investment to send 1,000 messages to a database would be, say, $45. Now, return on investment If you had 4% out of 1,000 is 40 customers walking in for lunch or dinner into your restaurant, $10 an average spend, that's $400. So you can see that the return on investment by doing mobile marketing is extremely, extremely profitable for you. And how often can you do this? How often can you come up with ways to drive people into your restaurant? I mean, this is just awesome stuff. I get excited teaching this stuff. So I call it the mobile marketing return. And basically, let's look at how it stacks up. Okay. Best-in-class utilization of mobile produce over 6.5 times the return on investment compared with other marketing mediums like email, direct mail, or print advertising. So, I mean, mobile marketing is 97%. It's incredible. And it makes sense. People are always having their phones on them, and if they've opted in and they have given you permission to market to them, to send them valuable offers, okay, you are going to have a very, very high return on your investment. So, let me say something here. The most important thing you can do in any business, and in any way possible, whether it's online, offline, if it's with the mobile we're talking about here, you want to build your list. The fortune is made in the size of the list of people that you have built on your subscriber list, and most importantly, the relationship that you have with them. So on that note, 3 components of database building is obviously point of sale is number 1. So let's say you're creating engagements to interact with your current 9 to 20 customers per day, and your goal is to get them into your mobile database. 2 is you're going to add the mobile opt-in option to your current website. All that means, again, is on your website, you're going to have an option for people basically to put in their mobile phone number. So you can capture online traffic into your mobile database from the website, from the web, from online. Again, you want to think in terms of, I don't want anybody to come to any of my sites without opting in, without capturing their information, because if you don't, they might never come back again. But if you have their information, you can follow up with them. And 3, traditional media, okay, capture new clients. Add the mobile call to action to every advertisement that you have, whether it's print, radio, coupon, events, TVs, doesn't matter what it is. You want to tell people about how they can opt into your mobile database so you can build your list of customers and market to them over and over again. And just some more examples here of different ways people can use coupons, and some ideas for opting in strategies, meaning getting people to opt in, giving you their phone number. You can use flyers or coupons delivered with every receipt. That's a great idea. Have them enter for a chance to win free chips, okay, and they can put their phone number in for that. Just text burrito to whatever the short code is. So you can come up with, I mean, I think we had 40 or 50 different ways when we were speaking with a few restaurant owners the other day about what they can do, and they certainly have no shortage of ideas. So there you go, and you get an instant response. Free burrito with purchase of $12 or more in the next visit. You can see here, you can use tabletops. Okay, and on here you can see that it says text ingredient 1 to this number. Very, very powerful. And like I said, capturing web traffic into your database. This is your main website here. You want people to just put right in their phone number, enter your mobile phone number, and they have a chance to win free burritos for a year. Okay? Now, boom, what comes up is they're going to get a confirmation, and if they ever want to get out of your list, they can just push stop to end, and that's it. So nothing hard to do there. But again, like I said, if you're treating them with respect, which you should be, and that you're giving them relevant information and deals and specials that they're looking forward to getting, then there's no reason for them to leave. So I kind of like different ideas, like lead generation ideas. And you can basically have, if you look here, the mobile, you make sure your website obviously is mobile friendly. You want to make sure that everything is mobile friendly for people to view your menu on their phone. So as you can see here, we're looking at this phone would be an example. Boom, the menu comes right up on somebody's phone. and they can get their coupons, they can order in, they can call, take out, I mean, whatever you want them to do. The bottom line is you're really getting on the top of a mind awareness with them. Now check this out. This is pretty cool. One thing that we do for our clients is we can help them basically schedule out promotions. So timely promotions equal obviously higher redemption rates. So delivering coupons, reminders, and offers at exactly the right moment, putting the offers right in the hand of your current and potential customers when they are wanting them and looking for them. And of course, you can get more transactions per month. So you can basically, what we do is we set up, we'll talk to a business owner, a restaurant owner, and they'll say, I want to schedule my promotions to go out on this date, this time, and we just schedule them out. And it's done in a very strategic way that's designed to get the best results. So your promotions will match organization objectives. And maybe you want to increase social network followers on things like Facebook, and you want to have more transactions per year. You want to obviously capture people's email addresses, maybe support causes. You name it. You can do anything. I mean, it's really unlimited in what you can do. And these are cool. Right here, they can forward to their friends. There can be a video. You can send them right to a video. Okay. Right here, click to order right now from your phone. They can just click. So it's an immediate promotion looking for an immediate sale to the right person. We also work with a lot of big companies as well as obviously small restaurant owners, and we do a lot of database marketing. So every month a new suggested promotional calendar would be sent to, in this case, say like all franchisees. So now you could use this also to create communication throughout your organization, your staff, and your business partners, and your employees, and things like that. So that's just another thing that you can do as well. And of course, obviously, marketing to your main customers as well. So it can be done on an internal and an external sort of basis. What's great about our system is that we have everything built in. So we have training, support, and best practices. We have consistency of messaging for you. And of course, unlimited databases, individual databases per store. We increase the social media followers of your restaurant and continue to grow your email database as well as your text messaging database. And it's all a really cool interface where you can see what's going on. You can track everything and access whatever it is that you need to access. Another cool strategy using Facebook is you can say, Pizza's Facebook only special. Like us today for even more VIP treatment. So people like the page and they can get more specials and better treatment, all that good stuff. And of course, when people like your page, it goes viral to their friends and followers on Facebook. Powerful, powerful marketing strategy. Other additional options and benefits that we can supply for anybody is someone calls in sick, instantly request someone to call in to replace them. So you have a corporate-wide communication instantly through this system. Awesome, awesome stuff. We also have smartphone applications that we can build for different things for your restaurant. So like I said, internal and external, very, very cool stuff. But don't take my word for it. If you were to take 100 of your clients and you tell them to follow you on Facebook about, this is rough numbers, they're pretty much exact, 33% will follow you on Facebook. If you tell them to fill out some paper to get their email, 37% will do it. But if you tell them to text, 72%. So I ask you, where do you want to be to provide the best results for your customers? And I think the answer is pretty obvious. Well, actually, the answer is you want to be in all three places, but if you only had one choice, it would certainly be to have them text in their phone number. And that's it. I promise to make this short and sweet. I'm not in the business of trying to, bore you with long, drawn-out marketing and all that stuff. I just wanted to give you an overview, though, to show you the things that are possible. And obviously, we can certainly service you in any way that you need it for your business, for your restaurant, because we're able to really customize our programs designed around what's best for you and your business and the customer base that you have and the kind of customers that you have and the kind of restaurant that you have. So I would tell you and urge you to contact me if you're interested in getting more information. Best way to get hold of me is right here. You can go to our website, or you can just give me an email or a phone call. I'd be more than happy to take a look at what you have and show you how we can help you out, and also give you some really good advice whether you decide to work with us or not. I'll give you some great information that you can take to improve your restaurant business immediately. And that's it. So again, this is Eric Henderson. I'm going to sign off. I hope you got a lot of this. Watch this presentation again if you need to, and give us a call. We'd love to help you out. We're running some awesome specials now. We have some really good deals that we can offer you. But like I said, I mean, the more and more restaurants that do this, you want to be on top of technology today, and you want to be where your customers are, and most importantly, you want to be convenient for them. You don't want your competition to be ahead of you in this game. So contact us today, and be more than happy to sit down, or if it's on the phone or in person, and show you what we can do for you so that you can really build your restaurant business to levels that you've always wanted to, and do it through what I think is the best form of marketing today, which is text message and mobile marketing. All right, pleasure talking to you today, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.